What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Nest, the internet talk show from Jefferson High School, hosted by Mass Media here. And we are reporting to you live from the Reading Corner in our library. So, quiet. First off, I'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Justin Wesley. I'm one of the hosts here.
My name is Tivo Renteria. I'm also one of the hosts here. And this is Isaac Tackman sitting over here.
Actually, this is Trey Daniels over here, the third host. Isaac Tackman used to be our third host. However, he switched schedules, and therefore he wasn't able to participate in mass media anymore. So this is Trey, everybody. Say hi, Trey.
Hello.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, like Justin said, I'm not Isaac. I am Trey Daniels. I am a senior here, and I'm in a mass media class, and I'm thankful for being a host. So
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Or we ask you a few questions.
All right.
What made you want to join mass media?
I always had like a secret interest in journalism, and when I read the mass media class description on course selection night, I thought that'll be a good class for my secrets. So.
How long have you had like an interest in journalism? Because I've known you for like some time now, and I've never really known that about you.
I started watching like sports and like when I was in my like teen years. So then like when I saw like people broadcasting and dressing up, and I was like, hey, that's kind of interest. So that's when that started.
I could see you as a sportscaster type guy.
Thank you.
So my question is, how did you become a host? So why don't you let the people know like what we kind of had to do in order to get this position here?
Well, we had to go through an interview process, which I interviewed Miss Weber, and Mr. Garong gave me the position to be a host here, and I just can't wait to be one.
Oh, well, you already are one, so
Oh yeah.
you don't know no more waiting then. Next question I have for you: would you rather be purple forever or never eat tacos again?
Is it like certain type of tacos? Hard,
Any kind of tacos. So like hard, soft, fish, chicken, beef,
Fish? Okay.
anything. There's fish tacos out there.
I would probably
Not my
say
forte, but
I'll probably be purple. I like tacos.
I like
Can't give
tacos too.
up tacos.
I'd agree with you. What about you, Tivo?
I don't know. I'll be purple. Tacos are overrated. I don't really.
You think
Not about tacos.
so? You'd rather be just not eat tacos?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be purple?
No.
That's actually, I feel like, I don't know,
Being
dude.
purple would be pretty cool though. Like.
Right? You'd be the purple guy, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be that dude that everybody
that
else in the
dude.
world like else knew, because you're purple.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would more side on like being purple, because I feel like there's a lot more benefits to it than just not eating tacos.
Yeah. Plus, you don't get sunburn when you're purple.
I never thought about that.
I never thought of that either.
That's kind of
That's
interesting.
crazy.
All right. Well, leave your answer in the comments below. What would you rather be, purple forever or just never eat tacos again? We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Fourth question, Trey. What do you like to watch more? Like newer movies or older movies?
I like newer movies or like a bunch of newer childhood newer movies. But then I also like the old ones too, where it's like there's a couple where it's classic, can't touch them.
Yeah, I actually have a list here of some like old and new like children animated movies that I used to grow up with, and then also like just some that we've seen recently this year. So some of the new movies that came out are Tangled, Frozen, Princess and the Frog, Moana, Finding Dory, Ice Age Continental Drift, Zootopia, and Inside Out. So those are more like the newer children animated movies. Some old ones, which are probably some that you guys either remember or have seen: Emperor's New Groove, The Road to El Dorado, Lion King, Finding Nemo, Iron Giant. I actually picked this one up recently from Walmart, and I'm looking forward to watching it again. Yeah. Monsters, Inc., Tarzan, and then also the first Ice Age. Those are more like when we were like children. Yeah. I mean, we're still kind of kids, but I mean, we're adults. Right?
Adults.
We're classified as adults. But yeah, speaking of childhood movies, I actually have some interesting like trivia for you guys. Yeah, so me and another mass media consultant, Jonah Custer, me and him did some research, and we found on E-Online some interesting facts and stuff. And if you guys want to check out a few more of them, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. We'll have that down there. So the first one I have here. Do you know which Disney princess is the only one to have hazel eyes?
Do we get options?
Sure, I'll give you some options here. So you can either pick from Cinderella, Belle, Tiana, or Tangled. I can't remember her name for a second. The girl from Tangled, do you guys remember?
Nope. Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, yeah.
Hey.
How? Oh,
Yeah, her
my
hair's
God.
pretty
I'm
long.
tired. I'm tired. All right, but yeah, those are your options.
Um,
I'm gonna go with like I know this isn't listed, but Princess Leia. She just has gorgeous hazel eyes. I mean, Carrie Fisher's. Yeah. I mean, she might be old.
Princess Leia, she's not animated. Like, are you talking about like the actor or like the animated, like in the like Star Wars like animated like films and like
Films
the
like Carrie Fisher. Yeah, Carrie Fisher has gorgeous hazel eyes.
Does she?
Yeah.
okay, time out. Who's Princess Leia?
You did not seriously just ask that on live air. Like just you did not seriously.
That's a legit
You're gonna
question,
get so much
like,
hate. You're gonna get so much hate in the comments right now,
God.
Trey. They're gonna come at you. They're gonna come at you. Actually, it's Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I don't think I gave you the guy, so it was more of a trick question there. Gotcha. But I mean, it makes sense, kinda. Like I mean, the brown hair and everything, and then I mean, I know they also made a live action one. Emma Watson played her. I don't know if Emma Watson has hazel eyes though. If she does, that'd be a perfect bonus there. Here's another one. This one I found kind of interesting. That Disney was sued by a hyena biologist for the portrayal of hyenas as villains. Did you guys know that?
Did not.
That's an interesting one, I think, because now neat. I don't know. Do you guys think hyenas are like from your general interpretation of hyenas? Do you think they're aggressive or like?
Oh yeah,
Like
they're definitely aggressive. They travel in packs to kill. I mean,
Well, so
And
do
then they're
wolves.
How much
tiny.
more
And then they're
aggressive
like
do you get?
tiny. Don't they have stripes on them? And
Yeah.
then they try to steal like.
wolves are built to be aggressive animals.
Yeah,
because
it's
they're
like-
built to
Okay,
be predators.
It's like a raccoon. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a
Yeah.
criminal.
The raccoons aren't aggressive.
predatory animals are forced to be,
Okay.
a little violent and reckless.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. What about sharks?
Sharks, I don't know. I don't think sharks.
Yeah, I think if sharks smile, they're
Sharks are
coming off aggressive.
Sharks,
Just put
not
that out there.
sharks. Sharks.
What's a shark?
I don't. A shark is
Wait,
like
what?
a
A shark?
A shark is like a snork.
What's a snort?
Snork is like a. Haven't you ever seen? It's like a parody of the Smurfs, where instead of Smurfs, they're like.
Oh, you mean like the things that carry the babies?
Yeah,
Storks?
yeah.
Oh.
No. Snorks.
Snorks.
They live in water instead of like. They're like little blue people in water. They're like.
There's
So
blue
they're
people
Smurfs.
in water.
Yeah, they're essentially Smurfs. They're
Oh
essentially-
wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's
there
a
was on like
cartoon.
Boomerang.
It was- yeah.
and it was basically like the underwater version of Smurfs.
Yes.
Snorks.
My light bulb went on right now because I still don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you just obviously don't have like the background knowledge
Yeah.
of adolescent movies and stuff and
Alright.
TV shows that me and Tivo do. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. But I bring up sharks because you guys remember in Finding Nemo, Bruce, fish are friends, not food. And I've actually on YouTube, I was browsing YouTube and I saw a video of a shark that had a fish hook stuck in its like belly, and it swam to a diver. And at first I was like a little skeptical. I'm like, oh my god, this diver is gonna get eaten alive. But then it kept swimming up and like going away, asking for help basically. Like it'd rub its like nose up against the diver. And
Oh
then the
yeah,
diver-
sharks won't attack unless they're triggered by like the sense of blood, because it's like there's a certain working in their brains.
like a chemical
Yeah.
in their brain that when the blood
Yeah.
from anything any type
Any
of-
scent of blood just makes them snap.
like it just
Other
triggers
than that,
their-
sharks are very peaceful. More people die of like lightning strikes than shark deaths a year.
I remember this fact I think too. Speaking of like more sharks are not as aggressive unless provoked. I believe that it is more likely that you'll die from a cow incident rather than a shark incident.
Like a moo cow.
Yeah, like a cow.
Like a cow.
Yeah, it's more likely that you rather die from a cow incident rather than a shark incident. And I mean that actually makes sense. I mean, like how many times have you guys seen a shark in your life?
Oh yeah.
I have not.
What other trivia did you have though?
Huh? Oh, yeah. This one's I have this one right here. This one's a little interesting. Did you guys know that on the Lion King here, from Timon and Pumbaa, the like dynamic duo there, Pumbaa is the first Disney character to fart on screen, and I think that is amazing.
That's obscene.
That is not.
I don't know. I mean, like his character is so lovable.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, like he's so lovable, and I mean, like I think I know it doesn't even like say that much, but I think for Disney it was kind of like a step. Like, do we want him to fart on camera? Like it was.
Is that pleasant to kids?
Yeah, I know. Like, will kids enjoy this? And I mean, like it was a very
funny.
Yeah, it was a very enjoyable and
It's kind of
lovable.
lazy humor though. I always liked Timon just because of how sarcastic he was.
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
get
great.
Timon's kind of like the real version of all of us. He's the
Yeah.
one that's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I just, he's kind of the like The one who takes everything literal. He's like, this is what's going on. This is how it is. You either like it or you don't. Pumbaa's the more optimistic one.
But put them together, they're classic together. So.
Yeah, I think so. Speaking of Lion King, though, you know what? I really love the soundtrack on Lion King. What do you guys think of that?
Oh yeah, I really like all the musical soundtracks in Disney movies. Well, except for Frozen. Can't stand Frozen.
Yeah, we know your opinions on Frozen.
But, yeah, like Mulan, for example, one of the greatest soundtracks of all time.
Let's get down to business to record this episode. Caught you guys off guard there. But anyway,
What remix is that?
yeah, that was the Mass Media remix, Trey.
Speaking
Coming
of
out this fall. No, I'm kidding.
I
No, we
wish.
don't have a soundboard or a SoundCloud yet. Yes, maybe in the future. But yeah, speaking of soundtracks, I mean, I feel like there's been a lot of like good music. In my opinion, I feel like there's a lot of new kind of like good music. Some of it,
Oh yeah, I agree. I gotta say, like this year and last year are just extremely groundbreaking for music in all genres. What were one of your favorite singles or just any songs from last year or this year?
Singles? Oh man, I mean, there's like so many. I'm really kind of a fan of Bruno Mars's. What was it? The new one that just came. It recently came out.
Karat, man.
No, not that one. That's what I like. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
of.
that
Yep,
song.
I really like that
Okay.
song, but also he's more of like kind of a funk, kind of pop and groove kind of person. But I also like Amine. He's a little bit more new and stuff. He's a rapper up and coming, and his song Caroline is a song that I like to get down to. You know what I'm saying?
No, what's one of your? I'll ask you the same question. What's one of your favorite songs from this year and last
Songs,
year?
like I said, it's so hard. There's so many songs on the radio.
Or just throw a few out there.
Like someone you like.
I'm gonna tag on the Bruno Mars bandwagon right there. I like Bruno Mars. I like R&B, hip hop, so a lot of Drake,
Yeah,
Future.
I agree with you. I can
So,
get
yeah.
down with that.
So many, you just can't pick. It's like choosing a type of candy. You just gotta have
Yeah.
them all, man.
True. Actually, I kind of like that analogy. I'm really big on analogies here.
Yeah.
But what about you, Tivo?
Well, I've been getting into like this indie hard rock group called Gojira.
I'm down.
And
I can get
their,
down with that.
Their newest single, it's called Stranded. It's from last year, but late last year, so I still
Okay,
thought it was
okay.
this year. But anyways, there's this like mathematical beat to it that I just really get into.
Do you know how it goes? Like, could you implement it or demonstrate it? Not really.
Not really. It's
Do you
too
need, like, a
complex.
square root
It's
or
extremely
something?
complex. Like the guitars and the drums and the bass all work together to create this big,
Gotcha.
difficult, complicated.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. I kind of like when they build it up, like they add instrument by instrument, and then it just becomes like the symphony of just like all collaborative, like you said, a mathematical sequence almost kind of. But yeah, what kind of other songs are like more popularized now? Because me and Trey are kind of in that pop area with like R&B and stuff, and you're more in the indie and rock, which I actually do listen to too. But
Yeah.
Sound of Silence by Disturbed.
Sound
That's
of
a
Silence.
great remake. Yeah.
I like that
I
song.
really like that. I'm not sure if it's from like last year. I think it's from like summer last year, so it's a little older, but
It's actually a big popular thing I think now with like music and certain songs. Only vocals. Have you guys seen a lot of that?
oh yeah, and like all the social media.
Yeah, they do a lot of songs and it says like only vocals, and depending on the song, usually they kind of get like a
Well,
song.
yeah, vocals are like the least appreciated because supposedly they take the least amount of talent in order.
What?
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think
Yo, with the
beat
theory.
is
Yeah,
kind of dumb.
I kind of disagree with that. I think
I
like
mean,
singers.
most people look at like the guitars and the drummer and stuff, and they overlook the vocalist. And
Yeah.
his abilities, and when you just hear the vocals, just outright, you appreciate them for what they are.
I feel like if people are so judgmental when they like they have an artist or a vocalist that is so different from what they like, and they're like, oh, they can't sing or something.
Exactly.
But it's
I think. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's kind of odd because it's like obviously it's gonna sound like they can't sing because it's not the music you're used to listening to, but someone out there understands the meaning behind it and can connect with it on a like
Exactly.
an emotional and deeper level. So I think
So, what do you guys think the number one song of this year is?
the number one song of this year,
This year, as in 2017.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with. Dang, I think I'm gonna go with Broccoli. I've heard that a lot, and a lot of
never
people. You never heard Broccoli?
You never heard
Nope.
Broccoli?
Nope.
Really?
Wow.
I don't know why this is surprising.
Well, yeah, I guess
I mean,
given your music
Yeah.
taste, that doesn't really fit your genre there. But yeah, I think Broccoli's kind of a very popular song. So I'm gonna go with Broccoli. What do you think, Trey?
So many songs.
Kind of want some broccoli and like just ranch. No.
I'm gonna have to go with "Bad and Bougie" by Migos.
Hey, that one's pretty good too.
That's another
That one's very
song.
popularized. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
According to the
Where'd you get the folder?
Billboard- I have my ways.
I didn't.
According to the Billboard
didn't see him come in.
Top 100 on the pop chart, "Shape of You" by Ed Sheeran is
Shape
number
of You.
one.
That's
You
yeah.
were close though, Trey. Number 2, "Bad and Bougie" by Migos. And
Dang.
Lil Wayne. And
You're on there.
number 3, "That's What I Like" by Bruno Mars.
Hey, there's mine. There's mine. Yep, my jam.
Number 4, "I Don't Want to Live Forever" by Zayn and Taylor Swift.
Uh-huh.
And number 5, some Rihanna. "Love on the Brain."
Classic.
And number 6, "Tunnel Vision" by Kodak Black. 7, "Paris" by the Chainsmokers. 8,
We stay in a
"Bounce Back"
pair.
by Big Sean. 9, "Rockabye" by Clean Bandit.
Rockabye.
10, "Closer" by the Chainsmokers. I don't know any of this.
I feel,
by the way.
you don't know
Yeah,
any
you
of those?
sound like you were
No.
like watching
Yeah.
paint dry right there.
Yeah. Chainsmokers. Closer. I feel like I'm actually a little surprised that that's still on there. I feel like it's kind of like getting a little
Yeah.
old now and stuff.
See.
It probably won't be there.
What do you guys think the number 1 song last year was?
Last year?
Yeah.
That's even harder.
I don't even know what I
There's
did
so
last
many.
night.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I ate this morning.
Exactly.
Um,
Last year.
What songs I listened to last year? Man.
I want
that's
to go with
hard-
a going on a limb Bieber song. I don't know which song. I'm probably going
Bieber's pretty popular. Oh, wait, did One Dance come out last year?
with. Ooh.
You get
Drake, One
I think One Dance. Just everybody was so
Yeah.
like Drake became adamant with the Hotline Bling and then came in with
I
One
was
Dance and
close.
it's,
You were close.
Who was?
"Love Yourself" by Justin Bieber.
dang it, Trey, you're on a roll. Getting them top numbers up there. Jeez. All right. I wonder what other people had
Yeah.
in opinions and stuff.
Speaking of that, we asked the students of JHS. Not we personally, the correspondents.
Well, we're here, obviously.
Yes. Okay, so now we'll go to our correspondents: Trinity Vesper, Mariah Cunningham, and Carson Seaver.
All right, sounds good. And we'll take you to them now.
Can't wait.
What was your favorite song of 2016 or 2017?
My favorite song of 2016/2017 is Ed Sheeran, "Shape of You." It's "Impossible Year" by Panic at the Disco. "Waste a Moment" by Kings of Leon.
If It Ain't Me by Selena Gomez.
Heathens by 21 Pilots.
Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
Needed Me by Rihanna.
Gotta Push On by Grizz.
And we just got back from our correspondence interviewing the students of JHS. What did you think about their interview?
I thought they did. That was nice. We had some nice feedback from people, and everybody had like different interests and tastes and stuff. I thought it was really cool.
Same. I thought it was interesting questions. I don't know if they rehearsed those questions because they did pretty good.
I thought it was really interesting. There's more of a, there's less narrow-mindedness than I thought there was in this school.
Yeah, and I think that's kind
It's
of
more of like
Narrow.
like a gumbo of sort.
a gumball machine,
Yeah.
if you would say.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
It's like gumbo.
Oh, I meant like a gumball machine because it has all
gumbo is like a
the
random,
colors.
Yeah, but gumbo's just a random mix of soups.
I've never had gumbo. I've had gum.
It's
never had
terrible.
gumbo.
Well, I'll be honest with you, gumbo isn't even that good.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll say that in the South.
it doesn't even sound like it's not even a cool name. But anyway, I was gonna ask you guys one more question. Out of all the genres, what would be your favorite genre?
My favorite genre of music. Trey, I'm gonna let you go first on this one. I went first
Ooh.
last time. I need time to
Ooh.
think.
Put me on the spot like that. Okay. My favorite genre of music would probably be like rap, hip hop, R&B.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
You
can
said
vibe-
genre, not genres. Let's get that straight.
Sorry.
So pick one.
I can vibe with some old rap though.
Small
For
rap.
sure.
That's good. Oh my god.
Oh man, I think for me the genre that I would have to go with is either some like indie, because I mean
Indie.
indie music, like independent.
Indonesia.
No,
Oh.
not Indonesian music. Independent music, like something less contemporary or just like mainstream. Other than that, I'd probably say something with a little more like trap and bass and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then that can be like integrated in different things. Like you can have a hype up like beat and stuff, or even like a chill, slow like let's sit down and read kind of beat.
I'd have to say my favorite type of music. It is It can kind of be hype music sometimes, because especially when it's played live, it gets people really
like
excited.
motivated, energized and stuff.
Just like hard rock, heavy metal stuff. Just because like all the intricate guitar solos and all, like I was talking about the patternization with the instruments and how well they flow together, and it's just I don't know, it gets me excited.
Yeah. Speaking of, like you said, kind of hyped up music, that kind of reminds me of. I used to play soccer with Trey. I think 2 years ago, 3 years. I can't remember. 4.
We were freshmen.
That's 3. Trey, we're seniors.
That's 3, boy.
Trey, you don't know who Princess Leia is. You can't count. Oh my God. I don't know how you got this position here as host. Jeez. Anyway, during soccer season, we used to listen to pregame music and stuff to get us amped up for the game. And that was fun. That was kind of one of the aspects of sports that I like. That was during the fall though. This spring I didn't really do any sports. What about you guys?
Well, I played soccer in 3rd grade.
I meant like in high school, but that's a good feat for you. Way to go.
It's helped me with my soccer skills in team sports, all right. And T-ball I've played.
T-ball?
Great sport.
Do we have T-ball at our school? Or,
I don't know.
Trey, do you know what sports do we have?
In the spring, we have co-ed track, girls soccer, softball, baseball, men's golf, and tennis.
Oh, we offer a good variety of sports there.
We do.
More partial to soccer. I tried tennis. And let me say, tennis is not my thing. I just can't.
I like it on the Wii.
I really like tennis.
I really like
I feel like anybody likes
tennis
any
on the
sport
Wii.
on the Wii.
I don't care what you say. Like
tennis on the.
It gets impact. Oh yeah.
This is all I have to do on tennis on the Wii, Trey. Like I literally.
You can sit down.
No, yeah, I can sit down and then there it goes. Just like ready, set, start.
Yeah,
That's all I do.
wrong with that?
You could get insane and just go like.
Well, yeah, if you want it. I mean, But like, I mean, there's no. Like, I mean, if you want to put more emotion in, and I mean, there are the people that are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win. Like, how are you gonna win? Like, I'll be there playing my friend, and we'll actually get ready. We'll stand up, we'll get geared, and we're like, okay, you ready? And we're like, yeah. And then I'll serve. I'll go, huh, and then he'll just go. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And he'll always win because his character is just randomly swinging, and I'm actually like, finesse. And it just, I just like.
Fun fact of the day. I lost my train of thought. Okay, wait, I got you.
Fun fact.
Like I said, I don't know how you got this hosting job.
I got it. Wii Sports is different from actual tennis. That's it.
Hey, actually, it's not. It's played with a plastic racket.
No, it's different, team. I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, it's not the same.
Tennis.
You know what, guys? Let's get off the topic of video game sports and go to actual, like, you know, sports where you actually try and actually need like some practice and skill versus just sitting on a couch here. All right. But back to the spring sports we offer there though. Do you have some background information, or like, was there some? Did you talk to the coaches about it, or like?
I didn't personally,
okay.
But one of my favorite mass media correspondent, Chris Lee.
Oh, I know Chris.
Interviewed Coach G, which he is the coach of softball. So I have some footage. Let's watch.
All right, let's go see Chris and his interview.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with Coach G, head softball coach for Jefferson High School. How are you doing today, Coach?
Great, thanks.
That's good to hear. So I just had a couple of questions about you and this team this year. First thing I was going to ask is, what does it mean in broad to be a student athlete?
Well, I think to be a successful student athlete, you just need to get in a great routine. Homework time's got to be part of that daily routine, and understand you've got a commitment to school, you've got a commitment to your teammates, and if you can get into that good routine and be successful, you're going to be able to get it done on the field and get it done in the classroom. I'm really happy that the grades in our team this year are great. A lot of straight A students, a lot of honor students behind me here playing catch, and that makes my job as a coach a lot easier when the girls are getting it done in the classroom too.
It's good to hear, good to hear. So another question for you today is, was there anything to build off of from last season compared to this year? Any past successes that you had from last season? Is there anything to build off of?
Yeah, I think one of the big things that we can really build off of is the senior leadership that we have. Ali Suko has been a 3-year starter at third base. Danny McCaffrey, a couple years behind the plate. Sydney Renz and Peyton Bewer are senior pitchers and experienced. That gives us a lot of leadership, and when times are tough, the rest of the team kind of look to them for some inspiration and understand they've been in these situations before. And I think even some of our younger players that, Alexa Owen and Callie Schnicker, that were sophomore and freshman last year, now have got some game experience, and we're seeing that in the field this year for them.
That's good to hear. They had that leadership on the team, definitely built a good camaraderie. Also, just one last question for you. Were there any successes from this current season that you had? Any certain wins that were your favorite? Anything to look forward to?
Yeah, I think last week was a super exciting week for us. We've got a couple of freshmen that we brought up this year, Kylie Lukes and Claire Peachy, and Tuesday Claire hits her first home run against East Troy, and then Thursday, same pitcher, same situation, and hits another one. So that's, bodes well for the future that we've got a freshman shortstop that's a starter here in varsity and a left fielder that's already hit a couple of home runs. So we got a good mix of experience for the seniors and a lot of talent at the younger levels, and I think Jefferson softball in general is on the way up.
Sounds good to hear. Can't wait for the future. All right, back to you guys.
Did you see Chris in that interview? He was amazing. He
Yeah,
should have been one of the hosts.
Chris was a madman.
Yeah, should have been one of the hosts. Maybe he'd actually have some interesting facts or knowledge of Princess Leia.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably.
But yeah, I think he did a very good job, and
I'm surprised with Coach G's answers too.
Yeah, I
It was
think
very interesting.
he's very comfortable on
Yeah, I
camera. I
know.
knows too, Mr. G.
He's a professional.
Mr. G's a professional.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just have a degree. All right. So out of the
Have a degree.
6 sports that we offer here, what sports would you like to see here
It's like that we don't offer.
that we don't offer? But only in the spring.
Only in the spring.
So you can't say
What
like
is that,
because that's indoors.
Fair enough. I want that.
Hockey indoors, there's like, have you ever heard of controlled temperature?
Wait, floor hockey. Yeah, and that too. Like, that's, and just like that's all indoors. But they have ice rinks outside, Trey. That's
Ice rings outside on a hot day.
Oh, wait.
Fine, riddle me that.
Spring.
Riddle me that.
Maybe Chris should take my spot. All right, no, but you know what sport I'm actually kind of thinking of? I forget. Is it croquet? I think it is. Like the little hoops.
Croquet.
Yeah, I kind of want
Croquet.
us to offer croquet, but
I wish they had that on Wii Sports.
not regular croquet. I want the one with the horses, like where we can like we can work with the equestrian club, and then we can get a croquet team going on.
We get like knight's armor for the horses.
Yes,
That'd be
TiVo's
sick.
on it, Trey. TiVo gets
You know how much money that would be?
Okay, let's not worry about money.
Let's just
worry about the horse.
Me and
Yeah, they got that at Goodwill.
we're more of a big picture kind of guy. They got horses at Goodwill.
pretty sure.
We're talking-
That's right. They have horses at Goodwill.
Oh,
I
you
guess.
guys want an actual live one?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I
we're
said,
not gonna
that's
ride on like
expensive.
we're not gonna ride on like horse models with wheels on them.
We can get horses at Goodwill,
lame.
everybody. Go to Goodwill, get your
They're
horses.
stuffed with cotton.
Okay. All right. What about you, TiVo?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Spaghetti bowling. We're gonna like.
My heart hurts. I feel like I'm gonna have
What did he? Wait, time out.
Okay.
palpitations
Reverse history.
here.
What
So
did you just say?
Spaghetti bowling, and here's how it would go.
Okay.
Okay, the lanes would be greased with like spaghetti sauce, just to make them like extra. Make it.
I'm
just
crying.
Like, it adds extra difficulty because
Wait. Lanes? As in bowling lanes?
bowling lanes.
And
yes.
you want to put pizza sauce on the lanes?
spaghetti. There's a difference.
Oh my god.
Okay, it would add increased difficulty,
Okay.
and
What are we rolling down the lanes
instead of bowling balls, it's like actual gigantic
No,
meatballs
that's what I no.
rolled in a noodle.
And what are we trying to hit?
Well, yeah.
What are we trying to hit?
Don't quit your day
It's a
job.
work in progress.
How about like? I'm literally crying. Can you see my tears, Trey?
Yeah, right.
Look, yeah.
I ain't gonna touch it, but I
Can
see
you
it.
see? Yeah, you see this? I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but there's a tear just streaming down my face because I just. Do you see what I deal with on a daily basis here? Oh my gosh.
First day back, you're crying, and you yell at me.
Oh, I figured it out though for TiVo. Parmesan containers.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
we're
then
talking
the prize would be like a gigantic chef hat, just splattered.
Gold.
Gold chef hat.
With splattered with like.
Splattered with pizza sauce.
Pe-
Not pizza, spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a difference there, TiVo.
Pizza's lame. Spaghetti's cool.
Pizza's lame.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna have to talk about that in the next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed.
You're lucky you ran out of time.
We'll talk to you guys later.